Hey Jenny, school's pretty great. Do you want to be my friends? Hey Victoire, Ali, Lulu. I'm talking to my friend Jenny. She's interested in St. E's.
You'll love it. It's really welcoming. It's so nice here.
You see? Class is about to start. I'll send more later. Jenny, meet one of my favorite teachers, Mrs. Ameres. What's your favorite part about teaching here?
My favorite part about teaching here is that I get to show my students how to use critical thinking skills to answer difficult chemistry problems. Thanks, Mrs. A.
But for real, all the teachers here make learning really fun.
So true.
I'm taking a dance class this year and I love it. There are so many cool activities here. And if there isn't a club you're interested in, you can always start a new one. Honestly, it's nerve-wracking going to a new school, but not at St. E's. The teachers and students are so welcoming and kind. It makes it so much easier.
These girls are like my sisters. We're practically family.
And when you start, I can help you. That's what we're all about here.
I really hope you join us. I can't wait to meet you.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are going to begin in prayer. I'm going to share a prayer with you from Father John O'Donohue. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, amen. May there be kindness in your gaze when you look within. May you never place walls between the light and yourself. May your angel free you from the prisons of fear, disappointment, and despair. May you allow the wild beauty of the invisible world to gather you, mind you, and embrace you in belonging. Amen. In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, amen. Welcome to the Academy of St. Elizabeth. Thank you for joining us tonight. As you can see, our admissions theme this year is Best Decision Ever. And it is our hope that our open house will provide some insight into why the Academy of St. Elizabeth is the best decision ever for our students and alumni. I'm Lynn, Burek, principal of the Academy of St. Elizabeth. All of us here tonight are happy to detail for you what makes the Academy of St. Elizabeth such a wonderful place to learn and to grow. We are confident that you will get a true sense of what makes the Academy experience transformative for our young women and ultimately their best decision ever. When asked what makes the Academy special, I always say it's the people that make this community what it is. Exemplary young women, outstanding teachers, devoted staff, committed and enthusiastic parents and alumni, many of whom you will meet tonight. We value academic rigor and challenge and offer innovative programming such as diverse enriching electives, the University Now program, the opportunity to gain or earn college credit while still in high school. Most important, our students love their school. The climate is one of warmth and acceptance. Our girls lift each other up and live the core values of our mission: charity, community, justice, service, and educational excellence. All of us at the Academy believe ardently in our mission and want to share with you the role it plays in the academic, spiritual, and social emotional development of our students. Along with a top-rate education, Academy students participate in a variety of activities related to academics, service, the arts, as well as equestrian. We are a Catholic school, but girls of all faiths are welcome in our community, as what's most important is that we are committed to a values-based education. And as such, many of our extracurricular programs involve service, giving back, and helping those in need. We are proud to say that during the uncertainty of the pandemic, we were open for full-time instruction. Our talented and dedicated team worked diligently to meet the demands required to keep this community safe. I talk about our COVID response only because it says so much about the dedication of the team who stand with me here tonight. We are deeply committed to our students, and I couldn't be more proud of this school community. We are thrilled to showcase for you the Academy of St. Elizabeth experience tonight. Thank you for taking the time to get to know us better, to log on tonight, and we hope our open house provides you with all the information you need to make a confident decision about your daughter's future. And we hope that you apply very soon, gain acceptance, and ultimately join the Academy class of 2026. If you have any questions this evening, please put them in the chat and we will address them either during the presentation or after with a question and answer, session. I am pleased at this point in time to hand off the program to our Director of Admissions, Victoria Utoh.
Good evening and welcome to Open House at the Academy of St. Elizabeth. My name is Victoria Utoh and I'm the Director of Admissions. I want to first thank you all for considering the Academy as the next step on your child's educational journey. For those of you who don't know, I began my role here at the Academy back in June. Since I've been here, I have learned so much about the values, school culture, and traditions that keep the Academy vibrant. The Academy of St. Elizabeth is a special place. One thing that has always struck me about this school is its commitment to the mission: charity, community, justice, service, and educational excellence. This commitment is not simply one that is written about, but also embodied by our students, faculty, and staff. Since I've been here, I've heard singing in the hallways, seen students support one another through difficult times, and everyone's overall commitment to something much larger than themselves. Not only do we have a thriving student body, but we also have a parent community that supports everything that we do. Our mission at the Academy is to prepare our students for college and real-world challenges in a faith-based environment, while also fostering lifelong sisterhood or sisterhood, as it's affectionately known here. The Academy of St. Elizabeth seeks to be a beacon of light to the world, and we are doing just that, if I say so myself. With small class sizes, a rigorous curriculum, over 25 clubs and organizations, and 100% college acceptance rates, we pride ourselves in providing young women a world-class education. It is our hope that by the end of your time with us tonight, you come to find that the Academy is the best decision ever. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about our application process. For families who are interested in applying to the Academy of St. Elizabeth, they must go to our website, www.aosenj.org, and then hover over the admissions tab on the upper right side, or rather upper left side, as shown on the screen. From the drop down, you would select the admission procedure, and this is the page that gives you the step-by-step instructions for applying. First, you must complete an application through TADS by clicking the link under step 1. Next, we ask for families to request transcripts from their child's current school. In the application, we include a records release form, which may be needed in order for the school to release your child's transcripts and records to us. For 9th grade applicants, we need to see 6th, 7th, and 8th grade transcripts. And if you're applying now and don't have 8th grade grades yet, that's okay, and we'll take them whenever they become available. For transfer students, we need to see middle and high school transcripts. We also request that the school send over any standardized tests that they have from the last few years. We do require the co-op or HSPT exam. This is a Catholic high school entrance exam. We offered this exam last Friday, and the makeup is on 11/13, which is this Saturday. However, we are not a makeup test site, so please go to www.njcoopexam.org for more information. If you have any additional questions about the co-op or HSPT exam, please reach out to us at admissions@aose.info. Next, we require 2 teacher recommendations. This form is also located in the application, and it is a downloadable PDF. These forms can either be mailed to us or emailed to us at admissions@aose.info. Lastly, if your family is interested in being considered for financial aid, please complete the FAST application, which is located under step 4. Please keep in mind that admissions and financial aid applications are both due a month from today on December 10th, 2021. Lastly, I want to let you all know that we will be hosting a Panther for a Day event that is going to be on Friday, December 3rd, 2021 from 12:30 to 3:00 p.m. This will be an opportunity for applicants to come in and see what a school day is like for students at the Academy. We will have a great day filled with classes and activities. Please look out for more information in the upcoming days. We are very excited about the opportunity to engage with prospective students further. Now I will be introducing Mark Hunter to provide you with the parent perspective.
Thanks, Victoria. It's an honor to speak tonight. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. My name is Mark Hunter. My wife is Christine, and our daughter is Lulu, and she's a senior at the Academy. A little bit of a backstory on our family. 14 years ago, my wife and I made our best decision ever, and we decided to adopt our daughter. She was 4 years old at the time and came to us. And it was a challenging time for us. She faced many physical challenges with a handicap that she has, but also just blending in as a family, coming here to the United States from China. And it really has been a 14-year journey of our hearts. And as a senior parent, you go through a lot of emotions and you think to yourself, have I made the best decision for my daughter? And I honestly can say that we have. We made a commitment, my wife and I, to give our daughter the best possible life that we could. And I think we have, I hope we have. We wanted to give her opportunities that neither one of us ever had or did have or possibly have. And I know that being at the Academy these past 4 years has certainly enhanced her life in many ways, and it's been a wonderful investment in her future. With that said, I'd like to hit on a few key points tonight, and I'll be pretty brief if I can. But first, if you decide to apply to the Academy, why are you applying? You should ask yourself that. When we were deciding where to send Lulu to high school, we wanted to make it her choice as well, because it really was about her life. And she decided that this would be the best place for her. Her visiting the school, student for a day, going to all the activities, she just felt right at home. So for us, it was really a pretty simple decision. But I ask you, if you do apply, when you're admitted and you do decide to attend, how will you apply yourself? Will you be involved? Will you contribute? It's a rigorous academic climate. You're challenged every day to be the best that you can possibly be. But in spite of all of that and doing the daily grind, what will you give back when you're there? So that's a question to ask yourself if you're going to embark on this journey. And with that, applying oneself, what is the effort that you're going to give? Lulu, many nights, will just be in her room very late, doing homework, doing assignments, studying, trying to achieve as best she can. And she's received numerous awards and accolades in her 4 years at the Academy. And it's been wonderful. I'm so proud as her parents to see it all. But I always say to her when she's up late at night and I'm dozing off, I come in and I give her a kiss goodnight and I say to yourself, buddy, just define your greatness in the shadows. So do your best work when no one is watching. You know, give that effort that no one's looking at you right then and there, but that effort will pay off in your life. So that is all a huge thing, is the effort that you're going to put forward in the next 4 years of your life. Is this the place for you? Because it will require a lot of effort, but it will pay off. Lastly, I'd like to talk about contributing and what you're going to give back, because as I was referring to, Lulu's received a lot of awards and accolades, and all of them I knew she could do, but to hear that as a parent and to see that is just simply a wonderful thing and very rewarding. But it's not just about, you know, getting an award or being nominated for something. It's really about how you apply those successes and how you contribute and give back with all that you gain from those. So if you do attend the Academy, know that giving back is a key thing that we do here, and that the reward definitely outweighs what you're awarded. So you may be nominated for something, oh, I got this award, I got that, but what are you going to really do with that once you get that? So that's a question to ask yourself as well. And then finally, the path forward. I mean, I'm a senior parent. My wife and I kind of go through the highs and lows, the emotions of it, thinking that we're, you know, going to be sending our daughter off to school in less than a year. But it's amazing the journey that you go on, because at some point you really learn that your life is not about yourself, it's about your child and your daughter specifically, and how much everything that you put into this is going to pay off. And last night we had our first college acceptance, and it was a big night here. We were hooting and hollering. It was a lot of excitement. And my daughter was just thrilled. I mean, she just felt so good about herself. So know that if you come to St. E's, you're going to build strength, you're going to build determination, and you're going to build focus. And with those traits, how could you possibly fail in any future endeavor that you do? So it's just been an honor to speak tonight as a parent, and I'd like to hand off everyone to Chengli Payton. She is our student freshman ambassador. Chengli, take it away.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Chengli Payton, a freshman here at the Academy. I play volleyball, I'm an editor on the school newspaper, and a class representative for the Student Ambassador Program. Last November, I was in your shoes feeling nervous about high school applications. I had taken tours around St. E's in both 7th and 8th grade that gave me insight into the community, education, and service present at the Academy. As the oldest all-girls Catholic high school in the state, there's a strong history surrounding St. E's. I've had family, friends, neighbors, and even my doctors tell me that the girls that go to St. E's are truly kind and well-spoken. Words like these gave me confidence, and when the time rolled around for the high school application process, the decision was clear. The Academy was to be my first and only choice. I was thrilled to find I had been accepted as a student. Soon it was time to start a new journey. For those of you who feel nervous or worried about high school, don't be. I encourage you to try new things and meet new people. The Academy will give you the opportunities to do just that. I, for one, stepped outside of my comfort zone to try volleyball this year. Not knowing how to set or spike, I came to the first day of summer sessions, and it was there that I met the girls that are now my close friends. The coach talked to us about building our character through honesty, practice, and most importantly, self-advocacy. My summer experience allowed me to confidently step inside the Academy's doors for orientation. Even though I have only been in classes for 2 months, I can already see how St. E's is shaping me. I'm learning to think critically and put new meaning into what may seem like dull topics. For example, in my scripture class, we dig deep into the Bible to celebrate and shed light on the oftentimes disregarded stories of women. In English class, we think critically to find themes and symbols in the books we read. And in history class, we take a closer look at ancient civilizations. The teachers ask students questions to get them to really think, not the other way around. These are important skills that I will build on throughout the next 4 years and beyond. With a supportive faith-based community, I'm positive that St. E's will shape me to become an intelligent, compassionate, and well-rounded young woman, and the same can be true for you. In conclusion, if any of you are unsure about coming to St. E's, let me tell you that coming here would be your best decision ever. I came because of the great education and the positive reviews. I'm staying for the sisterhood and the opportunity to grow and be the best version of myself. Although this is only my first year at the Academy, I already feel so comfortable, like I've been here my whole life. And that's because this school is really my best decision ever. And now, I would like to introduce Student Ambassador Colleen Santoriello.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Colleen Santoriello, and I am a freshman at the Academy of St. Elizabeth. I am from Morristown. I have a twin brother and 2 sisters. My oldest sister, Casey, graduated from the Academy in 2020, and my other sister, Lauren, is a junior at St. E's. I played soccer in the fall, and I'm looking forward to playing basketball in the winter and lacrosse in the spring. I am also a part of the Dog Days Club, Towards Boundless Charity Club, and Spanish Club. Additionally, I am also a Kind Campaign leader, a student ambassador, and am the freshman class officer. Now, this may all sound like a lot, but the special thing I've learned about St. E's is that you can be a part of everything and still be able to manage school and sports around it. I have never felt overwhelmed or second-guessed myself when participating in all of these different clubs and leadership roles. These opportunities provided me with a closer connection to my school and my classmates. Although both of my sisters went to the Academy and I was already familiar with it, my parents were still very supportive of me looking at other schools. When I was deciding between schools, it was a little bit different for me because I had been to St. E's multiple times, whether it was for my sister's volleyball games, watching her friends in the plays, or at an open house. Every time I stepped into the building, I felt comfortable. After touring other high school options, I walked out knowing that St. E's was my choice. My sisters would tell me about the amazing school traditions, fun science experiments, and other events. I knew then that this is where I wanted to go. I know that it might be difficult for you to choose between the schools you're looking at, since you do not have two older sisters that talk about how much they love it. So I will be your sister to tell you that it truly was my best decision ever, and I could not see myself at any other school. Not only was it the beautiful school and chapel that had me hooked, but I think the thing that was the deal breaker for me was the community. The teachers, the administration, and the staff are 100% in support of the best interests of the students. The first day jitters as I walked on the soccer field as a freshman automatically disappeared when the upperclassmen were so welcoming. The thing that I love about St. E's the most is that all grade levels can be friends. Just because I was a freshman didn't mean that a senior wouldn't say hi to me in the halls, or that I couldn't talk to the juniors and the sophomores during practice. It was totally different and inclusive. Everyone at the school made it their goal to make you feel comfortable. So, as your sister, I really hope that you make the best decision ever and choose St. E's for your next 4 years. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce our Director of Athletics, Mr. Meyer.
Hello, and thank you for your interest in becoming a Panther. I'm Jeremy Meyer, the Director of Athletics and Facilities Manager at the Academy. I'm in my third year as the Director of Athletics and had previously taught history here for 7 years. Our athletic programs play in the NJSIAA, the NJISAA, the Northwest New Jersey Athletic Association, and New Jersey Interscholastic Girls Lacrosse League. Since 2018, we have won conference titles in basketball, cross country, ice hockey, lacrosse, and tennis. This past fall, our tennis team managed to win the conference for the second time in the past 4 years. Over the past 2 years, we have been able to expand our athletic programs while many other schools have had to cut back. We have added cross country and ice hockey as co-op programs and have expanded our tennis program to include a full JV squad. Our volleyball program also expanded to include a freshman team. Almost all of our programs have both the varsity and JV level. We currently have roughly 75% of our students participating in our athletic programs throughout the year. In the fall, we offer cross country, field hockey, soccer, tennis, and volleyball. In the winter, we offer basketball, ice hockey, and swimming. In the spring, we offer lacrosse, softball, and track and field. Our athletic programs offer not only a spot on the team, but also an opportunity to develop lifelong friendships. Many of our teams offer summer workout programs for our athletes, which give an incoming freshman a great opportunity to meet and become friends with some of their classmates, as well as girls in the upper classes. Thank you for your interest in becoming a Panther, and I hope to see you on our fields next fall. I will now be introducing Mrs. Kelly Donnelly of our religion department.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you all for being here with us. My name is Kelly Donnelly, and I'm a religion teacher at the Academy. Our students engage in diverse offerings through the religion curriculum, and religion is a required course for all 4 years. In 9th grade, all students enroll in scripture, where they study the covenants, stories, and messages of the Old and New Testaments, as well as non-canonical text, like what's up with the portrait of Jesus in the Gospel of Thomas. One picture here is our current 9th grade class bringing their Bibles outside for a discussion on our beautiful campus. 10th grade students study social justice, where they are exposed to Catholic social teaching. After studying the 7 principles, students select a theme of Catholic social teaching that they feel most connected to and ultimately complete an outreach service project for that theme. 11th grade is where students first select their course of religion, and they may study world religions or the college course, Children of Abraham. This is a wonderful opportunity for students to learn more about religions in addition to Christianity and analyze the ways that their own faiths relate to other religions. 12th grade includes New Testament another college course where students analyze in depth the New Testament and early Christianity. Students may also choose to study bioethics, where they explore the ethics revolving around advances in medical technologies. Beyond the curriculum offerings, the religion department also includes campus ministry. Students, faculty, administration, and staff participate in school-wide masses, which are monthly and led by different grades and clubs. Students lead masses as our lectors, cantors, choir members, and altar servers. There's a photo you see right now of our recent Hispanic Heritage Mass, hosted by the Spanish Club and Spanish Honor Society just a few weeks ago in October. One of the great things about our campus is that we are so blessed to be able to pray together in the beautiful Holy Family Chapel. Our retreat programs include school-wide retreats and all-day grade-level retreats that are true retreats off campus and away from the normal school day stress. Our seniors kicked off our retreat program this year, the very first week of school, reflecting on the journey of their hearts. And right now, we're gearing up for our Thanksgiving retreat in 2 weeks, where our entire school body will participate in a prayer service and then reflect on all the things that they're grateful for right now. As you can see, our religion department offers a wide variety of experiences for our students' spiritual growth. And at this time, I'm going to pass it over to social studies teacher and department team leader, Mr. Yarnall. Thanks.
Hi folks, my name is Greg Yarnall. I have been teaching here at the Academy for quite a few years and gotten to see quite a few young ladies go from your age to very confident, well-rounded near adults. I am indeed the academic team leader of history and theology. In our departments, we have quite a lot of stuff. We have classes that are semesters that could be any interest that you have. We have AP classes. We have dual enrollment classes where you'll get college credit from St. Elizabeth's University, as well as the Academy at the same time. It's a lot of information, but like all of our history classes, I'm going to try not to just push a ton of information into you. I think a lot of people think our history classes and humanities classes are all about remembering information, stuffing it all into our head and spitting it back on a test. And I'm going to try to tell you, instead of about a lot of information, I'm going to try to tell you a little bit more about how we teach classes here. I'm going to do it just me, you all listening, and if you zoom in onto the bottom right picture, a bunch of cows and a bunch of well-dressed cellists. They seem like a sort of odd combination, cows and cellists. And it certainly isn't the first thing you would think of studying when you come into a world history class, but it is part of an exercise we do with the World History Honors kids each week. It's an online blog that they're given a picture and tasked with explaining literally what's going on in this picture, given nothing but the photograph. So it's kind of learning without a net. You don't have a answer sheet to go memorize things for. You have to make it up yourself. So on to the cows and the cellists. We did this just in September this year, and a lot of our students kind of fell into some different ideas, looking at all the different cows, and they all seem interested in the music. So they're all talking about, well, maybe it's happy cows, and happy cows give more milk, and more milk makes happy farmers. And I got through and I was marking off all the kids with their responses, and I got to one of the young ladies, actually one of the young ladies you just heard from in this presentation, who wrote out, all right, that makes sense that farmers would want happy cows, but why spend so much money to get all these well-dressed cellists to come in and play music when you could play the same thing on a recording? And I said, that's it. She got it right off the bat. She looked at stuff, wasn't told what to think, thought of it on her own, and thought of it in a different way. And it doesn't even have to be the way that someone else thinks. And I think that's the biggest, on our best days, we work on those skills that say, here, look at this data, look at the stuff that's in front of you, whether it's a photograph or a diary, or it's dealing with other people, your friends and your family, and said, all right, these are the events of my life. How do I deal with these things? How do I explain what I think about these things? In history, we have to explain it on paper more often than not. But how do I figure out what's going on? And it's really, I tell them it's the skill that all of your parents are doing at their job, no matter what their job is, anywhere from any job. You look at stuff and you figure out what the stuff means. And if you develop that skill and you're able to show that skill in writing, you can look up who the 9th president of the United States is. You don't have to have that memorized. So I hope that you get a good idea from the presentations here about the humanities and some of the critical thinking skills that we foster here. I think you'll get a little more of that from my colleague just on the next slide. This is Brady from the English department. Thanks for coming.
Hello, it's my pleasure to speak to you tonight about the Academy's English program. I'm the academic team leader for the English and World Languages departments. And I remember one night when I was at an open house and a parent asked me, so what is it like working at Hogwarts? And while we do have a gorgeous historical setting and beautiful architecture, I would just want to reinforce that we conduct very modern classes. We use a lot of digital services such as the Learning Network, as Mr. Yarnall mentioned, and TED Talks, vocabulary.com, and another discussion platform called Parlay. You might notice in the upper left-hand corner of your screen a rather interesting but strange graphic. And what that did was that graphed the discussion pattern between students in the classroom. And I can focus on those individual strands to see how much one student is participating versus another. And what it does is it allows teachers that are using Parlay to kind of even out the playing field from the extroverts and the introverts. So it's just a wonderful new technology I wanted to highlight. One of the other takeaways I'd like you to have is that when students come in, they're coming from all different school districts, and we really focus a lot on filling in the gaps. Of course, different school districts have different strengths, different weaknesses, and particularly after COVID shutdowns, we are keen on finding out where those gaps are and helping the student reinforce their learning in that area. The other thing that the English department focuses quite a bit on is the ability to tell fact from fake news. Students today are growing up in an avalanche of information, which I don't think any adults can really relate to. Our childhoods were very different compared to what the students are dealing with now. So we are looking to help them evolve their skills in doing research, in evaluating any kind of information that's coming their way. In terms of college readiness, we are building from freshman year all the way through senior year their ability to formulate a thesis statement and defend it with evidence and commentary. This is a very important skill that they'll use all through college and really all through their lives as they try to make decisions about things and making sure that the decision they're making is based on some sort of sound line of reasoning. Another college readiness that we focus on is familiarity with databases. Our former students have told us that they felt as though they had a leg up somewhat on their peers in college because they were already familiar with using databases for research. And of course, databases are essentially replacing libraries, dare I say. It's the new way of doing research that students really must have some skill with. Another college readiness factor that we focus on is the all-important college essay. The idea that it's not a brag sheet, as many students think it is, but it's more a personal narrative so that the college that is looking at your daughter can get a sense of who she really is. Let the transcript do the job of the bragging for the college application. One more thing that I would want you to be able to take away from the English department in particular is that your daughter can earn up to 6 college credits just in the English department alone. Of course, there are more opportunities for even more college credits while she's in high school. But in the English department, if she scores high enough on the AP Language or AP Lit exam, and/or she can earn 6 credits towards her college transcript. So I hope that gave you a little bit of an overview without going on for too long about what the English department tends to focus on. And now I'm going to pass the baton to our STEM academic team leader, Elena Ameres.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Brady. My name is Elena Ameres, and I'm the academic team leader for science and technology at the Academy. This is my 8th year teaching at St. E's, and I teach chemistry honors, AP chemistry, and AP psychology. And I'm just going to give you a brief overview of the science and technology department and talk about some of the more fun elective courses that we offer. So students are required to take 3 years of science at the Academy, and the courses that fall within that requirement are biology, chemistry, and physics. And we do offer those at the college preparatory and honors levels. Though 3 years is required, many of our students are able to graduate with 4 or more years of a science. And this is in part due to student interest. We have a lot of students who are interested in the medical field. And the other reason is because we offer a lot of electives in the science and technology department. Our elective program was really kind of designed with student interest in mind. We really wanted our students to love what they were learning. And by offering a variety of elective courses, we can really ensure that there's a science course out there for every type of student. So this variety can be seen as you scroll through our offerings on our course catalog on our website. And these courses range from half-year semester courses like anatomy and physiology, forensic science, engineering, coding, biotechnology, to full-year courses that we offer like AP biology and AP chemistry. So we really try to give our students in the STEM department real-world experience to enhance critical thinking skills, to enhance problem-solving skills. And we do this in a variety of ways in our classes. We provide hands-on learning daily if we can. We engage in inquiry labs. We go on field trips, virtual or in person. And we invite guest speakers from relevant fields to share their experiences with our students. You can regularly find our forensic science courses processing a mock crime scene. You can see our engineering students building bridges and rockets. And one of the most rewarding programs in which we've been able to participate is the Adventures in Medicine program. And this is a distance learning program that is run through the St. Louis University Medical School. And it gives students an opportunity to witness and kind of virtually be a part of an array of different, activities that happen in the medical field. We were fortunate enough to do this with our advanced forensic science class, and our students were able to take part in a forensic cadaver autopsy with forensic pathologists. And this year, we're going to hopefully take part in anatomy of the human brain demonstration, as well as a general cadaver demonstration through that Adventures in Medicine program. So, with over 10 different electives in the STEM department, there's definitely a course for everyone. I hope to see some of you at the Academy next year and in some of these electives. And now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Neeta Prasad to discuss math. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you, Mrs. Ameres, and good evening all. I'm Mrs. Neeta Prasad, and I'm the academic team leader for math, and I'm also the advisor to the National Honor Society. It is my pleasure to talk about the math program at the Academy. And I can say that math at the Academy is all about engaging students, challenging them at a realistic level, and help them build reasoning and thinking skills. I think all will agree that effective learning takes place when the learner is able to relate to and make connections with the content which is being presented to them. We are all well aware of the love and hate relationship students have with math. And hence, our instructional approach is based on providing conceptual clarity and varied strategies. Integrating technology, hands-on activities, focused questioning, and encouraging classroom discussions is a part of our classroom lessons. Connecting the concepts to real-world scenarios helps students to see the practical application of what they're learning. We use Google Earth, online graphing calculators, and many other sources where we can help students to make sense of what they're learning. On the screen, you see the graphic, which is Calculus is Sweet. That's a graph which is drawn using the concept of functions, and the students use the Desmos online calculator to do it. And on the other side, you see the students are involved in building a bigger pyramid, but their effort is to build the smaller pyramids. That was a lesson where they saw that how a two-dimensional paper can be converted into a three-dimensional figure, and how they learned the lessons of symmetry and many more things from that lesson. Our students who have pursued higher courses in engineering, medicine, computer sciences in the college have always transitioned to the rigor of the college courses with much ease. It is not only the academic fundamentals, the higher order thinking skills, which our students develop here at the academy, but also they develop the habits of the mind, which are really critical for success. I would summarize with a quote from Albert Einstein, which says, "Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think." Our efforts at the academy are to provide and develop those thinking skills in our students, and also provide a meaningful and joyful learning experience to our students. With that, I thank you for your time, and I would like to introduce Avery Amato, our senior student ambassador and a member of the National Honor Society, to talk about the student activities at the academy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Prasad. Good evening and welcome to the Academy of St. Elizabeth. My name is Avery Amato and I'm a senior. I began my education at St. Elizabeth's as a freshman from Basking Ridge, and I am happy to have been here every day since. Initially, I was nervous about coming to such a small school because I had never been used to that kind of atmosphere coming from a public school. Although I learned along the way that not only does a smaller student body mean more friendships, but it also entails opportunities for one to take charge in their community. I spend most of my time either in club meetings, sports, or volunteering in some other aspect of school. I am a part of a multitude of clubs ranging from healthcare to Latin and even pickleball. I'm the founder and president of the Personal Finance Club, and I've also recently created the mentorship program, which connects students with alumni to network for career paths. I'm a senior class officer, and I also participate in the school newspaper and yearbook. While it may seem like I have a lot on my plate with clubs and programs, I'm also a two-sport varsity athlete in both lacrosse and field hockey since freshman year. Athletics are very popular at the Academy. After Mr. Mayer spoke, our athletic director, you heard about our multitude of sports teams that continue throughout the school year. Still, I noticed he did not mention his favorite sport, lacrosse. Last year, our lacrosse team won our division for the first time in school history. Yes, you are hearing me correct, the first time in 161 years. Now, I could talk about the athletics at the Academy and the many stories that I have all night long, but the community is genuinely what drew me towards St. Elizabeth's. AOSC encourages many traditions that take place throughout the year. The popular Halloween and Christmas celebrations, the Alma Mater contest, the Beth Ball, which is our semi-formal dance, and many more. Although my personal favorite is the calendar party. Each year in the spring, each grade is assigned a specific season. Their responsibility is to pick an event or holiday that takes place in that part of the season and create it. Last year, my grade was wildly outdone by the sophomore class who picked the Kentucky Derby. They organized races and even set up a racetrack behind the school where students could compete with teachers. St. Elizabeth's is full of year-round traditions and activities that bring all grade levels together and allow us to have fun with each other. I chose to come to St. Elizabeth because after 8th grade, I decided that my goal was no longer to try to be the best or overachieve. I simply wanted to thrive. I wanted to set my personal goals and find a place where I knew I could achieve those. I chose to come to the Academy because this school was a place I knew I could thrive and be genuinely happy, which was what was most important to my parents and me. Me thriving did not necessarily mean an atmosphere where I fly by with all A's in my classes without applying myself. Instead, to deem my high school career successful, I wanted to submerge myself in a community where I can make a difference and manage my schoolwork. After my open house and Panther for a Day program, I knew this was the place I could do just that. The Academy of St. Elizabeth is an institution that places importance on friendness, kindship, and academics. Students can participate in whatever clubs they desire and start new programs based on their own interests. It is an institution that I have loved over the past 4 years, and I can only hope that you are walking through these halls next year. Next up is Ms. Walsh, who is the Director of School and College Counseling. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, Avery. Good evening and welcome to one of the last stops on your virtual tour. As Avery said, my name is Beth-Ellen Walsh and I'm the Director of the Counseling Department. I've been at the Academy right now for a little over 20 years, and I want to echo my colleague's sentiment from earlier in the presentation where they said the reasons why they choose to work here. And one of those reasons is because of the unique atmosphere we find here, the special sense of community where the students are supported and encouraged to develop into the best versions of themselves. You've heard from 3 of our students tonight already, but I have no doubt that a similar message will be heard from just about any one of our students. I want to speak about the counseling department in particular. I'm thrilled to announce that with just over 200 students, we have 3 full-time counselors working with our students. In the past years, we've utilized 2 full-time counselors. With everything that has transpired with the pandemic in the last year, it was obvious that our students can use additional support now more than ever, and we're happy to be able to provide that to them. Our main focus is to address the social, emotional, and academic needs of our students, and we do this through individual, group, and class counseling. The college preparation process begins in freshman year. We utilize Naviance, a career and college readiness program, for all 4 years to assist the students in preparing for college. They are assigned tasks each year to help them to explore career and college options to find the best fit for each individual. I work predominantly with the juniors and seniors and assist them with all aspects of the college application process. We work on their essays, their supplements, their resumes, and I provide feedback and guidance as they navigate filling out and submitting their applications. And I actually even help them submit their applications. They will come to my office where we review their applications together before pressing that submit button. I believe it gives the students support and reassurance as they are confident that their applications are free from any errors or omissions. I think the parents appreciate this too, as we try to ease the level of anxiety that is associated with this whole process. Just for an example, Avery and I, who you just heard from, spent a great deal of time together this past fall going through the process. I would like to reference also our school profile, which can be found on our school website. This school profile is attached to all transcripts that get sent to the colleges and is a great source of useful information as you explore your high school options. It includes our course requirements, our grade scale, SAT, ACT score overviews, a full list of all course offerings, and our college acceptance list for the past 3 years. I know the various teachers have spoken about our extensive course and elective offerings, but I'd like to echo the sentiment that many of our electives are created and offered based on student interest and their particular needs. For example, we revamped our physical education program just last year to incorporate a wellness factor, as we know there's a critical need for this amongst our student body. We also offer an extensive list of fine and performing arts program, ranging from dance and theater and performance to ceramics and digital photography. If a student is really interested in the area of arts, she's welcome to take up to 4 full years of art, ending with a portfolio in her 4th year, which she can use for her college application. We also share the campus with St. Elizabeth University, so we offer the unique opportunity to our students to take courses at the Academy while also earning college transferable credits. Right now, we offer courses in theology, social sciences, and the arts, and our students can earn up to 16 transferable college credits. This is in addition to the 12 advanced placement courses we currently offer, where our students take a course here supported through College Board. Each year in May, they take an exam which is scored anywhere from 1 to 5. If the student scores 3 or better on these exams, many colleges will give them credit for having taken that course in high school. Last year alone, over 85% of our exam scores were 3 or higher. A few years ago, I had one of my students who went to Lafayette College. She had taken 7 AP courses while she was here at the Academy, and based on her scores, she was awarded 21 credits before she even walked to the front door of Lafayette College. So I believe parents could definitely see the benefit of our AP and our transferable credit University Now program. One last point I'd like to make before I leave you is that you see the beautiful student picture of our graduates from last year's graduating class, the class of 2021. There was 35 girls in our class last year, and they were awarded just over $9 million in merit-based scholarship money. This is not need-based financial aid. This is merit-based scholarship money. This works out to approximately $260,000 per student. I've had parents over the years tell me that they're paying less for college than they paid for their academy tuition. So an academy education is definitely a great investment. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to seeing you as future sisters.
Since 1860, the Academy of St. Elizabeth has been the best decision ever for thousands of young women. The foundation of our mission is based in charity, community, justice, service, and educational excellence. Our beautiful campus offers many gathering spaces for students and families, such as the newly renovated study hall located near the main entrance to the Academy. Our rigorous academic programs empower our students for leadership and educate their entire person, body, mind, and spirit. We make a commitment to seek truth by continuously striving for high standards in all areas of education. This allows each student to explore their passions and dreams for the future. Developing the entire person also focuses on the physical and mental well-being of our student body. Our Panther Den provides space for students to exercise and further grow in these areas. Our faith is based in the belief that charity and service are the arms by which God embraces all of his people. We too must act as those arms to embrace the world in which we live.
Hello, my name is Maggie Flanagan, and I'm a senior here at the Academy. Thank you for joining us tonight for a virtual open house. I hope that you've been filled with the desire to join our sisterhood shared by our students. I know that the Academy of St. Elizabeth was my best decision ever, and I hope you come and find out why it will be your best decision ever too.